Hey you guys, welcome to the Mustached Man YouTube channel. If you like cologne reviews, if you like different hygiene tips and how to grow a mustache, feel free to subscribe. It really helps me grow this channel and reach more people. A like would be appreciated as well. That helps as well. So today I'll be reviewing ABBOTT colognes. They're they're a niche house? Yeah, they should be a niche house over in New York City. And really cool company, really like them. What they did is this is called their exploration set. It's kind of like their sample pack. Kind of a funny story here. This is supposed to be like a freeing set, like Explore, you know? And so there's this lady on the front who's all she has on is her underwear, and she's jumping into the river. And my brother saw that, younger brother, and he's like, ah! So he drew a black line over her chest region. So, anyways, really good like sample set actually, because I was just starting to get into colognes a little bit, and I wanted to see what some different ones smelled like. So, you get in the pack, you get, is there 8 in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different decants in there, and each one, they're not very big. I mean, you can see that. They're only about like 2 inches tall. They're pretty small, but I mean, it gives you plenty of time to try out the different fragrances. And there's only one that I ran out of, and I'll probably hype this one up a little bit later. It's called Telluride, but yeah, good fragrance set, good for getting into niches, niche fragrances. At least that's what I've heard other people say. I don't really have any niche fragrances. Little bit out of my price range at the moment, but or out of my budget. But good place to start. So basically, they're like a vegan and cruelty-free company, very modern. All their fragrances, they went to different places in the U.S. in order to kind of try to capture those places. So like, Big Sky is like they wanted to capture the glaciers and ranch lands of Montana. Telluride, which is my favorite, wanted to. It was inspired by the mountains of Colorado. So each one's inspired by a different place. Mojave Desert is another one. So yeah. You got Big Sky, which is kind of a cool and crisp fragrance with a hint of spice, as they say. That one's actually a really good one as well. There's been a few different YouTube channels who are reviewing ABBOTT NYC, and they really like that guy. The Mojave is a light, citrusy, and spicy fragrance, according to them. I totally agree. It's a really pleasant one. My brother uses that one quite a bit. That one's almost gone. That one was a really popular one for him and I out of the set. The Montecito is a citrus and floral fragrance with hints of tart fruit and wood. It was pretty okay. It was not super floral. Shelter Island is really floral. In fact, it's almost too floral for me. It didn't seem very manly. All of these fragrances are unisex, so they're not specifically manly anyway. So there you go. Just a heads up with that. Sequoia is a deep woodsy and smoky fragrance. I thought that was really good. It's kind of green as well, in my opinion. Really good fragrance as well. Shelter Island, floral. That's the one I said was really floral that I didn't really like. If you want a more manly fragrance, I would not go with this personally. It's floral, amber, and oceanic fragrance, inspired by the summer spent along the flowers and breezes of Long Island. It just didn't seem very manly to me. So there's that. Telluride, my easy favorite in the group. Only problem is it doesn't last super long, but it's a fantastic fragrance. Rich, leathery, and peppery fragrance with a hint of dried sweet tonka. It wasn't too sweet though. But it was just enough. I think they went out of the ballpark with this one. Like, it was fantastic. I love this one. And you get all 3 easily. Maybe the pepper's a little weak, if I remember right. It's been a while since I've used it, but that one's entirely gone, guys. I used that one like crazy. Kept going back to it. Kind of want to get a full 100 ml bottle. Good one. The Cape, fresh and cool fragrance. That one's also a pretty good one. Just fresh and cool, just like it is and it says. And Voyagers is very, very green. I mean, it says it right here. A fresh and green fragrance inspired by the waters, grasses, trees, and wildflowers of northern Minnesota's Voyagers National Park. That one's I haven't really used very much. It's nighttime here, so I don't really want to spray it. But I'll spray it real quick in the box and kind of remind myself. Yeah. I mean, actually, it doesn't smell too bad. It doesn't smell too bad. Just sprayed it in my box. It's so professional. It's kind of like that, but it reminds me of kind of musky grass, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely not like... It's a fresh grass, but it's kind of also got this weird muskiness underneath it. So, but still good. So yeah, honestly, I pretty much wasn't blown away by any of these except for Telluride. Mojave was pretty good too. Big Sky was pretty good too. The three that I would totally recommend out of this house are Big Sky, Mojave, and Telluride. And hands down, Telluride above them all. Because it's other than it doesn't last super long, it is just such a wonderfully done fragrance. You can smell each of those notes in there so well. It's not overly manly, but it's a pretty manly fragrance, which is why I like to. I generally steer towards those. It seems like, yeah, I would totally pick up Telluride. I want to. It's $75 for 100 ml, which is for a niche house. That's pretty good. But yeah, I'm part of Bespoke Post, not a sponsor. I mean, none of these are sponsors. I'm buying everything out of pocket. But, this is, what was I going to say? I got it from a company called Bespoke Post. I got a little bit of a discount, but I think it was like $45. And you get to try 8 different fragrances. And even if you're just starting to get into fragrances and you're not really sure, this is the first thing I got that was more fancy than just like the cheap $10 Meyer colognes or Walmart colognes or drugstore colognes. And this is definitely ups the game in like smelling stuff and seeing what you like. So that's what got me into liking leathery fragrances and more manly, peppery fragrances. Like one of my current favorite ones is Salvatore Ferragamo F Black, which is a very, very peppery fragrance. And this kind of inspired me to kind of know what I liked, and that's why I got Salvatore Ferragamo F Black and blind bought it. So, yeah, and that Voyeur is actually drying down pretty good. But check it out, Exploration Set. I think you guys would. It's a good bang for the buck to at least try stuff, and yeah, and experiment around a little bit and kind of see what your tastes are like. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Hope you're all doing well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.